Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. And the Bulls are going to be rejoicing, that is for sure. The SPY is popping off this morning. It's up over like 3.5% right now. I'll get you the exact percentage here in just a moment. But man, that move last night was wild with the SPY. As we look at like the close yesterday to the high of this morning, SPY popped up 2.87%. Where it's at now, it's sitting right around 2.59%. So overall though, great rip from where after hours started yesterday. Or yesterday's close is what we'll say. Looking at the SPY now, I'm going to take this range away in a second, but we're sitting at a critical range of resistance. If we go to like the hourly chart, and we scroll back on the SPY, you can see a few other times where the SPY really had made like a major reaction right around this zone that it got to this morning. So I'm definitely keeping that on the radar, but I'm going to take it off now because whenever we go to the 1 minute chart, I don't want to see a big red box. But wanted to show you that off the bat. UVIX is under $7. Yeah, now that's going to crush anything with volatility right now. There's kind of a volatility crush happening, actually. Just such a big reaction. I appreciate everybody joining up, though. Ken Coded, Tangy Man, Toro, Brody's, Jake, Wes, Jack Bradshaw, Almighty, Jason, KO, KNMSO, Zoidberg. Let's get it. Go over to the SPY. I'm going to turn on my watermark real quick. SPY is pushing towards support from this morning, right around 675.50, holding its ground pretty well here. What's up, Stare at Wall, Ramirez, Johnny? Up and away. Elite says, look at SNDK, SanDisk, beautiful pop, $800, up 11%. Wow. New all-time highs. At least on the daily. Yeah, it is on the hourly too. Beautiful. SNDK. I do have to say though, the high of day from today, close to 800, seems to be a huge resistance. Zoidberg says, my trading view broke. Wouldn't let me change orders. Then first candle hit and it closed everything, plus $900. Are you trading on TradingView? Which broker do you have connected to it? That's pretty cool. Elite says, look at, oh yeah, SNDK. How's Nvidia? Probably doing very well. Wow, not at open. It's kind of like the SPY pushing towards support of pre-market, but it is up 3.09%. Let's throw up Mag 7 right away because off the bat today, we're seeing a bit of a pullback start to take place. And something that I'll say with this overall move that has occurred with the SPY today is, number one, a lot of times following major moves like this, we start to see some consolidation happen. So don't be too surprised if the market consolidates or just doesn't keep ripping. Of course, though, if we do see the SPY start to push up and it starts to get towards the recent high, if not even breaking it, that could be your confirmation on a bull trend continuing. As of right now, the SPY is testing critical support intraday. I would really like to see some good confirmation though for a much larger move. Some people might be trying to trade the support here, and that's really not a bad strat. You know what it does. Obviously now it popped up a little bit already, but if you were trying to snipe it there, you know, you can make your risk reward ratio very tight. Hell, you could have already taken profits and your risk reward ratio is fantastic. 1.89. If you stop out, you know, a little bit of ways under that low there. Probably be smarter to make this one closer to 1. But either way, that's how some people might be trying to trade this move here on this morning support. I know some people, though, they don't want to trade that fast. They would rather buy and hold for a couple of hours. KNMSO said, my Discord keeps telling me that there's an update, but there's not. What? Have you closed out of it and came back? Like, fully closed out? That's strange, though. Maybe Control R might help you as well. Okay, so you have Quest Trade connected. That's the one problem that I've seen, Zoidberg, is sometimes some issues between, like, TradingView and the broker might cause some delays every once in a while, or in that case, it seems like it just totally didn't work. I love how they let you do that, though. Oh, it's a Linux issue. Oh, never mind. TSLA moving down. Oh, you're changing your orders like a madman. Hey, I don't blame you today. That was crazy. Tesla pulled back 2.6%, now trading around 355. The overall Tesla downtrend started to come to an end today with that pop back up. That was good, locking in a lot of gains yesterday. Man, Zoidberg, while I still feel like Tesla can have some short-term pressure, if the overall market goes on like a major run, Tesla's probably going to follow. So I don't think I would necessarily short it right now. Now, if you've been short, I think that's a good possibility, but to keep riding it. G-Dog says, let's effing go. What's up, G-Dog? Getting some good ones today. KO said, Tom, do you think that what Trump did last night was market manipulation? Because I sure as hell do. No, I don't think it was market manipulation necessarily. I mean, that's the unfortunate thing, is that everybody just defaults to manipulation for everything. What I think happened is, I think Iran kind of forced Trump's hand a little bit. Like, the Iranian population was surrounding things that Trump said he would strike, for example. And at the same time, it would be nice if, you know, the Strait was open for a couple weeks. So I think at the end of the day, Trump was just playing the taco card again. I don't think that he wants to maybe look like such a bad guy striking Iran, especially civilians on the targets that they said and talked about. So I don't necessarily call it manipulation. The unfortunate part for Trump is that no matter what he chooses, the market's going to move. So we have to think about it that way. Like, now let's say that Trump does a strike, right? Let's say Trump does a surprise, boots on the ground, or a bigger strike now, or, you know, totally blows off this 2 weeks. And then the market tanks right back down, right? Now, if we start to find something where, let's say there was like an investigation into like Barron Trump trading, or you know, some real like factual evidence of people like benefiting from that were close to Trump, then I think that we could have an argument there. But no matter what happens, the market's going to move. So I guess, you know, if something else happens and it pops down now, like, is it manipulation? Or is it just simply him doing things and the market's just going to move no matter what? That's my question. Now, I do think that there's times where the manipulation does occur, but the deal has everything Iran wanted so far. That's why we elected him, to move the markets. Probably a little of both. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the case, right? Especially like with the market going down so much, he probably didn't want it to necessarily have some major capitulation and crazy drop take place. Oh, wow. Another historic record spread in the price of oil, trading above its paper targets. Wow. Another big update there, We Buy Homes. I'm sure that'll be in tonight's video. Wink, wink. Daviser straddled options yesterday, spent 500 total, 250 on calls, 250 on puts. My calls are up 1,300 so far. Awesome stuff, Daviser. That's badass right there. Probably not a bad day to do a straddle, really. There might be a bit of an IV crush coming through, but it seems like it, the move outdid that. Uh-oh. Chancey says, bad news from Iran now. I know someone said the ceasefire might be over now, but gotta really hone in on the updates here. IRGC said, we shot down a Hermes 900 drone over southern Iran. Violations of airspace will draw a decisive response. IRGC warns that any foreign aircraft entry breaches the ceasefire. Iran is also considering strikes against Israel amid its violation of the temporary ceasefire in Lebanon. But there also was news about 7 minutes ago saying that the U.S. and Iranian teams are going to be meeting in Pakistan on Friday. There you go. Be ready for that. All right, we're going to get some polls going here on the market because, you know, the SPY is starting to drop back down. I'm curious what you guys think. All right, let's see what you guys think. I want to see where you guys think the SPY can go here. Will SPY continue higher eventually today? Or will it be stuck consolidating / dropping? Let's see what you think. I have a few ranges here on the answers. Vote them up. SPY will either move higher and make a new high of the day, or SPY will fall between 670 and 673, or it will fall below 670. I'm curious what you guys are thinking here. YouTube only lets me put little answers on there, so it's hard sometimes to word those correctly, but get those votes in. I want to see where you guys think. It looks like a lot think right now off the bat on the vote that it's going to fall under 670, which would be a pretty decent size pullback, really. How many of us are short and how many are long? That should be a poll, Zoidberg said. That's actually not a bad idea either. I like that one. Ooh, SPY's starting to come back a little bit here on the 1 minute candle. Not that it's, you know, a great recovery yet, but it is moving up a little. Saudi Arabia said that they intercepted 9 drones over the past few hours. Market's moving higher, though. Hey, Johnny, I think, did you send us a message this morning? Awesome. Awesome. Never mind, Johnny. Never mind. That's awesome. Okay. Right before the code expired. That's badass. Let's go. I love your name, too. Johnny Love Butter. I'm hoping this can help me make my 11K back. I've been following you guys on YouTube for a while, so I like what you guys do so far. Let's go, Johnny. Yeah, be ready to learn. Be ready to switch some strategies around. Tonight, there's actually a Q&A at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You should join up. It's within the trading floor section of the Discord. There's a forum at the bottom of the Everything to Know channel where you can submit questions too. 9 p.m. Eastern. It's free up and away, but of course there is the paid section as well. Here, let me get you a little link real fast. Here's a link to the server that I'm sending out here if you want to join in, up and away. SPY bouncing 675.50. I like that. Trading options since 6 seconds out of the womb. You knew it, Zoidberg. No, I've actually been trading bonds, sorry, since 6 seconds out of the womb. Did you guys ever get a whole bunch of bonds growing up? That's funny. Oh man, Johnny, definitely not a prop firm. I would highly recommend against trading with prop firms, Johnny. Please don't fall for that. Oh, always, Regato. I mean, there's always like, longer term positions in play. Right now on shorter terms, no, not really. Got a couple Tesla contracts left, but took a lot of profits on Tesla yesterday ahead of this event, and it was selling off yesterday, so it was a decent time to de-risk. I'm definitely glad I did that. Probably going to be unloading those today, though, at some point. We'll see how the move continues to play out here or not. Pretty risk-free at that point. Ooh, SPY's getting enticing here as it's running down, though. New low of the day. 674.30 coming up. Oh, Johnny, yeah, they have a lot of rules with prop firms, and I'll say this, out of everyone that I've ever seen do it, I've, never seen anybody really walk away successful from that. Very rarely. Very, very rarely. I'm sure I've seen it a time or two over the years, but it's, yeah, their rules are pretty tough, and at the same time, it's much better just to run your own strategies and save up your own money and, do it the right way. Yeah, and you also just have to be careful out there, Zoidberg, too. You got to be careful looking at a lot of those. A lot of those successes, we'll say, could be a little suspect. Yeah, 100%, Johnny. You can ask anything you want. Anything. Head to the everything to know channel. It's the second channel, yes, within the trading floor. It's just under start here. Go all the way down to the bottom, and there's a form that you can use to submit questions. It's just up from the bottom. And it also gives the timestamps for the live event as well. But that form is where you'll ask the questions. If you ask them now, your questions will be answered before whoever asked later, right? The sooner you get them in, the quicker within the event they get answered. That would actually be a good question. I'm curious to see how Mike would answer that one. And feel free to make the question complex too. Let's say, maybe add in some of the things that we talked about, like a lot of the different rules, and then also maybe add in that, some people do benefit from it. So how do they benefit? And, maybe ask some things like that. That would be a good one. QQQ moving down 605.50, 2.92% to the downside today, to the upside, but it's continuing to drop from open. Let's see how much it's dropped from the high of day after opening. It popped up to 609.90. It's down 0.7% or so. Not too bad. Especially still being up 2.3% too. But it does seem like we're seeing some consolidation happen following that insane run. Something that SPY just did, though, is it actually filled the gap. There was a slight gap up on the chart. You can see it on the left side of the screen. Slight gap up into this morning. Most of the move happened last night, but there was a slight gap this morning. Now, SPY is actually testing this gap fill. It's trying to hold it, but we'll see if it can keep it going or not. Lots of new updates this morning, though. Iran's evaluating their reply to Israel's ceasefire violations. That's going to probably be the big new topic today. What is Iran going to do? In response now. Wow, let's go see how MU and some of these chip stocks are looking today again. MU's pulling back from open, but it's up 7% on the day. MU seems to be roaring back to life. MU, Nvidia. How's the AMD? I don't think I've checked on that one in a couple days. AMD is starting to really push up well. Look at that resistance that they got to as well. Close to 235. It got to 234 or so this morning. Oh, no, it did get, no, 234. With it being such a high-priced stock and a stock that moves quite a bit, it got pretty close to 235 at the end of the day. Within a point. Pretty much filled that big gap up to resistance there. It's a big move for AMD. They're only up 0.6% on the day now, though. Oh, no, 3.53%. What was that? I think that my stats were glitched for a second there. It said at the bottom 0.6, but yeah, there we go. If I go to the hourly, it's glitched a little bit. I guess because we're not into the first hourly candle yet, but strange. Look at this strange downside wedge that it's on. This looks like a bearish wedge. Watch AMD here, guys. This is starting to look good underneath the low of the day. See if the sell-off starts to pick up more. It's starting to look like a slide-off. Seems like Intel is one of the only tech stocks going up at the moment, Jess Roy says. INTC. Wow. They really are popping it up. 8.7%. Holy shit. New recent highs. Lip Bhutan, you're my hero. That's a pretty insane run. I gotta give Lip Bhutan a round of applause here. Apple was tanking yesterday, but holding after the overall market lift today. It is holding up pretty good. Came all the way back. It started to recover intraday yesterday too, because it was dropping off on news that their folding phones were having production problems and that they might be delayed. But then news came out right here where I'm pointing on the chart. You can see that massive candle that came into play. Right there, they announced that there would be no delays. And then it just started exploding back up from that point. Of course, Trump helped too. He helped really solidify the recovery. Good morning, all. Any thoughts on leaps for tickers MOD? Mod. Modine Manufacturing Company. Gosh, MOD seems pretty damn consistent. It's hard for me to say to buy leaps up at the top, though. I would much rather you know, eye up a pullback for an entry, possibly. Today's gap up is nice. If we get a good market recovery, MOD seems like it would do just fine. So I'm not saying to not get the leaps, but I'm saying maybe your entry could be better at this point. What a great move, though, with MOD. It seems to have this pattern of just continually running lately. And the thing that I'm thinking with MOD is, you know, it seems like it runs up, but then it'll go flat for like a long time, right? It needs to really solidify a move through this resistance here. You know, it's kind of stuck right now. How long is it going to be stuck for? Hopefully it's not stuck for this long. That would like really eat away at your leap for like a whole year until it finally moved. But that could be part of your strategy. This is an interesting setup with MOD. Again, I just don't like buying leaps at the highs. It doesn't mean it won't work, though. Palantir dropping off. Oh, yes, it is. Down 2.17%. It gave back all of the gains and even went red. That is a massive dip for Palantir. Wow. What is causing this to pull back so harshly at this moment? Those of you that have long-term accounts, go check them out today. Holy shit. Some of the gains are wild on today's pop. Apple coming back. I like the intraday reversal too. Popping back up. The SPY wasn't even popping back up like that. Yeah, not near as well. Yeah, you definitely were, Demir. You definitely were. We'll see if it continues to slide off or not. Something that we have to be careful of is that SPY just filled the gap from this morning. That could act as support, but I would really like to see confirmation underneath there for a continuation. But I'm not really leaning towards like a high of day breakout personally. I'm leaning more towards consolidation. And we see this play out a lot where the market will make a massive move like this, but then just consolidate throughout the trading day. Like once open actually happens, it'll just do nothing and consolidate. Healthy Cooking said Tesla's going down too. The more the merrier, Tesla. Hell yeah. Get down to yesterday's levels. That would be nice. It is really bleeding off from open. Giving back like all the gains, kind of like Palantir did. That would actually be hilarious if the market ripped and Tesla just continued to die. It would be like best case scenario. It really would. The long terms would crush it, but at the same time, the Tesla shorts would just keep paying. App is not loving it, Jake said. APP moving to the downside once again today, almost going red. It actually had a good opening candle. What was up with that? Reversal. I know there's a lot of reversals going on, though. App is really trying to hold this support. Now, just because it's reversing from open doesn't mean that we still can't see some positivity out of some of these at some point today. There's Tesla, new low of the day again. Watch for 350 coming up here soon. Look at Mag 7 this morning. Check it out again. Microsoft trying to form a double bottom intraday. We'll see if it just slides down or not. Nvidia's pulling back pretty harshly. Might get back to 180 here in a few minutes. It's sitting at just a 1.5 points away, essentially. How's Paramount Skydance? PSKY. Eyeing this one up after they had that funding news yesterday. That was pretty big. Who's late today? Hot sauce. Was there some sort of live event? No, I don't think so today, hot sauce. Oh, maybe you're talking about the Q&A. Yeah, trading floor members have access to the live Q&As every Wednesday night. They come out at 9 p.m. Eastern time, or they start at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I should say, in the Discord under the trading floor tab. If you scroll down, you'll see the live Q&A channel at the bottom. That's where you'll join up later. There will be links posted in the SM chat as well. Eyeing up some more headlines here. Several vessels in the Gulf receive messages claiming to be from the Iranian Navy, saying the Hormuz is still closed. Iran's Navy message: ship owners need to receive permission from Iran to transit, or they will be targeted and destroyed. Trump to PBS said that Hezbollah and Lebanon will get taken care of too. What is going on with this situation? The no clarity deal is kind of getting old at this point. I'm sure that you guys agree. I can kind of tell from the rhetoric in Discord and when people start talking about this situation, how people are kind of sick of it at this point. Let's see how the poll looks today. 49 votes. Where will the SPY move to today? Will it stay flat? Will it fall between 670 and 673? Or will it fall below 670? Or will it move higher? The vote up. This vote and poll is actually pretty close. We usually don't have polls that are this tight. With 3 answers, essentially all tied. Right now, SPY just bounced off 674. Doesn't mean it's going to hold up, but for right now, it's using that zone as support, and it just bounced off of it for a second time. We've been eyeing that level up because it's the level where SPY gapped up this morning. Always watch those gap fills, especially if it happens to line up well like it does here with a couple of holds even before the gap up happened. Sorry, guys, helping somebody out real quick. Keep your eyes, though, on this support. Demure's out of here. Peace. See you later, Demure. QQQ's just riding support. Let's see. 605 bouncing. QQQ's actually so flat right now. It's kind of insane how much it's consolidating and just how much flatness there truly is happening here. $52 votes in the poll. 90 people watching. Where's those lurkers at? Just kidding, guys. Tesla's still down around the low of the day, continuing to make the put traders happy at the moment. You know, banks were starting to pop off a lot more in the short term. Let's see the daily on some of these banks. Wow, Bank of America really gapped back up here. Same with JP Morgan, WFC. Wow. A lot of these are looking great. These are fantastic here. You can't wait to see the foldable iPhone. I'm actually going to get that like the day it comes out, Mason. I swear. We're going to have to be getting the foldable phone. I'm pretty excited for it, if I'm being honest with you. I haven't been excited about a phone like that in a while. Normally, I'm just like, yeah, you know, it's the new iPhone. It's nice, yeah. But now this one's like, oh. This one's like, I definitely want that. Palantir, 145.75. Low of the day today. Really dropped off, but it's starting to find some intraday support, possibly for some dip buyers out there. I'm not saying it has to recover from here, but it's definitely the best that we've seen it moving yet this morning. Yeah, seriously. This most recent iPhone looked pretty nice from the outside, like there were some changes, but it was like generally the same thing again. Yeah, I feel you. It's nice to have something different coming out for once. Very nice. All right, we're going to end the poll there. SPY will fall below 670, has won with 32% of the vote. Coming through. SPY is kind of stuck down here, very stuck in its lower range. And I want to know, you know, that somebody suggested this earlier. I can't remember who suggested it now. Maybe Zoidberg. I want to see if you guys are long or short today. Or maybe nothing. All right, here we go. Are you long or short the market today? Long, short? I am just here for the ride, or both long and short? I'm sure some people are honestly both. KNMSO said they found out Google has a foldable Pixel. It's on your list. Yeah, I have seen other foldables, of course, like the Samsung one. Came out a little while ago. Pretty interesting. Palantir finally got a bottom. Jeez, Chesroy says. Palantir. Yeah, it did. Finally found a bit of buying to come through. Get the votes in, though. Long or short today. If you don't vote, you know who's coming out.
How dare you?
Don't make me unleash her. KNMSO had the Samsung Fold 2 or 3. They loved it. Never had a broken screen. You know, I have not broken a screen on a phone in a long time. And when I did break it before, usually it was on purpose. Knock on wood. All I do is I buy those tempered glass screen protectors and I put them on, and I've never broken one. And I run an OtterBox. That probably helps, but it's not a thick OtterBox though. It's like a thin one. Shorting is winning the poll right now. Through 24 votes, 33% of them have voted for short. Interesting so far. I'm not surprised, though, given how the market's moved from open. Get those votes in. NVIDIA now at 2.22% on the day. Twos all around. NVIDIA slight pop back up. It's done this a little bit today at other points, and it immediately immediately died right back down. We're kind of seeing that happen here again. Like, will it die right back down? This one's a little bit more prolonged. Tesla's still dying, down below 350 now at 348.50. It just continues to sell off. If you guys didn't lock in some gains yesterday, I'd consider today if you were following along with that one. Oh, KNMSO broke theirs this weekend or this last weekend. Wow. Yeah, you're right. I guess I will knock on wood. You got to get those tempered glass protectors, though. If you don't get those tempered glass screen protectors, I could see it breaking easily. Speaking of Apple, how are they doing? Still holding up well. They haven't really pulled back like a lot of other stocks have. Like they have, it's just not a lot. And honestly, it recovered almost all the way, holding support at 258. I love it. Keep holding up, Apple. See if it holds support. Now, if we do start to see it give out right here, I think that would be a negative, but the support's been pretty solid here. The big fear, I think, is just if the SPY gives out at support too. If SPY gives out at support and selling comes flying in, Apple will probably follow along. And looking at the SPY right now, this is a big zone for it. It's not really getting that upside action, though, going right now. It seems more like a slide off. Yeah, manicured. At least like semi-thin. I used to just run a normal case, though, and never did it either, so. But I always put the tempered glass on. I bought a call credit spread. I don't think it breaks. It's high of day today. Gotcha. Copper, COPX is up 9%, or 7.9%. Global X Copper Miners ETF, no kidding. What a gap up there. Look at the daily, wow. The oil companies are getting crushed today, of course, as oil started to fall back down last night. Let's look at crude oil on TradingView. It's going to be delayed a little bit, but you'll get the overall gist of how much it dropped last night. Well under 100 a barrel now. Very volatile. SPY, new low of the morning. Just touched. Support attempted to give out there for a second. See if it materializes or not. Definitely has a lot of downside pressure going. There it goes, popping through. The slide off is commencing. Almost got to 673. For those of you remembering the poll from earlier. It still looks like the majority of you are short, at least today. Uh-oh. That was a quick recovery. This 1 minute candle on SPY is wild. It was going green, red, green, red. Ended up closing red, though, a little bit. Any news coming through? EIA news. Trump says in-person talks with Iran will happen very soon. Trump says Kushner and Witkoff will go to Iran talks, maybe Vance. He said peace talks to start soon in Pakistan. All this came out within the last 5 minutes. Oil tankers passing through Hormuz have been stopped after Israel's ceasefire breach. Uh-oh, that's hurting SPY. That's probably what's really hitting it right now. Let's eye up crude oil live on the chart. Oh yeah, crude's coming back, sitting around 95.40 at the moment. You can see how much it started popping off here in the shorter term again now. It's up like 7 points in the past like 20 minutes. Yeah, SPY is getting hit pretty hard. Keep watching it to the downside at the moment. VIX might be starting to pop off a little bit more. Yes, it is. VIX is recovering. It has a long way to go, though. To be fair, VIX has a long way to go. Oil tankers passing through Hormuz have been stopped after Israel's ceasefire breach. Someone in Discord said Israel's ruining everything, and it kind of seems like that, isn't it? Seems like they are kind of ruining the deals at the moment. Sorry about that, guys. Vance warned that the truce between U.S. and Tehran remained fragile on Wednesday, as several Gulf nations endured fresh attacks just hours after the rivals agreed to 2-week ceasefire. Big pullback on SPY again. Now something just hit. Yo, this is insane, guys. Every 2 seconds, there's a new headline for this. It's really wild. By violating ceasefire while at the same time attacking Lebanon and Iran, this regime is raising the cost of the agreement for the U.S. I wonder what they're going to raise the cost to for this. USO is running. Let's see, USO. Beautiful. Yep, running up with the beautiful crude. Crazy how all the buyers are gone from Nike's 42 level yesterday at 2 million. Now only 15K buyers. Let's see. What strike was it? The 42 level. Yeah, that is strange. But hey, you know, they can put orders in, take them away, run up all types of things like that. Crypto crashing back down. LFG Elite said, you like it down. What are you looking at to the downside, Elite? Yeah, 1.1%. Coinbase pulling back pretty harshly here too. KNMSO said the UVIX put sold. Glad to have my money and 40%. Awesome. Mr. Regato said, what do you think? What do you use for headlines? Here, I'll show you. This is actually a really cool trick for any of you out there listening that are looking to get the big headlines as quick as possible. Check out what I'm sending in the chat right now. Click that link. And if it ever says that you need to pay, just refresh your page. That's it. If it says you've used it up, time to pay, just click the refresh button. Up and away says 665. You looking at SPY? Uh-oh, don't tell them that. 665. I don't know. That's pretty far down there. I'm not really looking at 665 right now. Could you imagine, Mason? That would be wild. Toro says, best link ever. Yeah, it's really good. It's very helpful for the headlines to get them quickly as well. It's like very fast. You know, Delta reported earnings today, didn't they? DAL. Moved down? No, they actually still popped. They popped up. They held up a lot better than I thought they would based off of the headlines. Let me go get the headline up here. Delta CEO says airlines will meaningfully cut growth plans, but they see $300 million boost from its refinery. Delta joined United and JetBlue in hiking its checked bag fees this week as jet fuel costs surge. But they did beat analyst expectations on the actual earnings, so that's good. Delta said their fuel bill will be $2 billion higher in the quarter because of the spike in costs. They forecasted adjusted EPS of $1 to $1.50 in the second quarter compared with the 1.41 a share analysts were expecting. Revenues up in the low teens percentage points compared with a year earlier and above the 10% Wall Street forecast. They said capacity would likely be flat though. Here's the actual earnings. Revenue came in at 14.2 versus 14 billion expected. EPS came in at 64 cents versus 57 cents expected. They did move pretty well, and they're still holding up great for the overall situation there. Oh no, Elite. That sucks. SPY 674 resistance testing here on an intraday basis. Let's see if it continues to reject down at this point. It has so far this morning and still looks pretty solid. MSTR Elite said that's what you're watching. Okay. MicroStrategy or strategy to the downside, that is. 128. Pretty big downside run. Go back to that SPY move. Still looking good. It's still sliding down on the day for now. It's insane how the SPY likes to consolidate sometimes following these moves. NMAX is up 10%. Newsmax. Interesting. They just bounced off support. Running higher. 10.31%. Looking great. Elite says, I got 133 strike puts at 133.5 on MSTR. They're 3 weeks out, expiration, nothing crazy. Gonna take profit soon. Awesome. Three weeks out. Yeah, let's see how this goes. This could be an interesting time. New low of the day about to touch for MSTR. As the pullback continues. Stocks are now filling in the gaps. Meta is downtrending. Filling down the gap, Chansey says. SPY filled its gap well. You're right, though. Lots of gaps being filled today. No kidding. SPY does have a long way to go on a daily gap, to be fair. Yeah, exactly. Even if it does pull back 1%, it would still be a 1% green day. You are correct. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of that upside move happened in after hours last night. A lot of people didn't even get to partake in that move at all. How do the algos do that? The stuff's amazing to me since there's no volume. Retail people got trapped with that. For real, I'm so mad. I didn't have some high beta OTM calls because they would have printed like crazy, Regato said. I know that would have been... They really would have printed insane this morning. I know a few people who ended up doing very well, but a lot of that was just honestly gambling on the taco trade. Really. I like how Hoseby posted it up in Discord. They had some taco profits, they said. Nice $1,200 on their calls. Right away, G with a $sign said, "Happy Taco Day." Up 1,100. How did you guys like my thumbnail today? Did I overdo it or is it good? I gotta get your opinion. Yup, it was taco on Taco Tuesday. Yup. Mason says 8 of 10. Hey, I'll take that. Ooh, KNMSO almost got puts yesterday before close. Glad they didn't. Hell yeah. There goes SPY. Still pulling back. It's a bit unfortunate there. Major pullback. 1 minute chart, 674, rejection. Right back down. Continues sliding lower. Thoughts on CoreWeave, YouTube said. CRWV. CoreWeave moving lower, $88. Still up 3.7% though. Seems pretty bearish intraday. It got very flat here, but a lot of stocks got flat and they're starting to turn over a bit. So be prepared if CoreWeave does the same. I could see it pulling back a bit more. SPY's having a lot of trouble holding here. 674 in play. Big move down. I got puts last night in AMD. Let's just say it didn't work out. Thankfully, strategy saving my ass today. That's awesome. Good bounce back though, Elite. Mr. Regato, I wonder what it would take to see a bullish reversal right now. Like, what kind of good news could even boost it higher? Seems fairly exhausted from the overnight move. Well, right now, the SPY's moving down because a lot of news keeps hitting with Iran where, you know, they're accusing the U.S. of breaking the ceasefire. The U.S. accused Iran of breaking ceasefire. Israel's breaking the ceasefire. So it's like, oh my gosh, like you have all this stuff hitting this morning that's kind of like questioning the ceasefire, right? And to me, that's why we're seeing most of this downside action. The most recent thing I saw was it says that Lebanon is not part of the ceasefire agreement with Iran. They're also saying a number of facilities of Kuwait Petroleum and the Energy Ministry was attacked by Iranian drones Wednesday. So essentially, they attacked Kuwait's petroleum and energy once again. Saudi oil pipeline damage said to be limited after the drone strike. So for good news, like what type of good news could reverse? I think good news on a reversal would be Iran maybe understanding that, like, let's say Iran comes out and they say willing to work with the US but not Israel, or maybe they say something like there were rogue people firing these drones off, or that's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like along the lines of them saying that there was like a little rogue, like caliphate, or like, let's say some people were told not to fire the drones off, but then still did. That's kind of what I'm wondering, if that something like that comes out. Now, if that happens, then I think that things would be resolved again. I'm surprised that even with all this stuff going on, Trump says that, you know, that they're meeting in person Friday in Pakistan and all this. So I'm kind of surprised it's not moving better. But hey, that's the market for you. You know, I think I do remember that, Mr. Regato. Yeah, something to reaffirm the legitimacy of the ceasefire. Couldn't have said it better, Regato. Tesla. Starting to find a low of the day here around 346. That's funny. Starting to bounce a little bit, maybe forming a bit of a base. I had support down at 345. It does look like 346 or so has seen a lot of action over the past few days. Yeah, Zach, that was part of it, wasn't it? There's been a lot of back and forth. The U.S. said that drone strikes were still coming out of Iran at Gulf countries around it. At the same time, Israel's still attacking Lebanon. I don't know who's right or wrong. Hard to say. Yeah, all the above. Yeah, I agree. What we were talking about, though, Zach, was a possible reason for a reversal back up. Like, if we got one. What's up, Jane? Good morning. Welcome up. Yeah, that's what we're questioning here, Jane. Will there be some type of confirmation of the legitimacy of this ceasefire, or will it continue to be what it's been today? A big back and forth of he said or she did, he did. Israel said that it had agreed to a ceasefire with Iran, but said that the deal did not include halting military action in Lebanon. That's what they just said. Not sure if Israel's right there or not, but that's what they said. That's a big resistance touch there at 674. Kind of a wild trading day coming through. This resistance is big, though, on SPY. If it rejects here again, it's going to follow this downtrend. Look at the trend kind of being tested right now this morning. That's the downtrend in play. It's actually a channel. Kind of channeling down from open on the 1 minute. Starting to pull back again a little. If we start to see it push through 674, that's where we might get some positivity coming back. I'm expecting a lot of up and down today. Don't really necessarily think that SPY is just going to go one direction for the entire day here. Be careful with that thinking. At least right now. Okay. That was a quick move. Really straddled that line. QQQ still down as well. Let's check on Nvidia. Some of these big players out there. Tesla again. Tesla's about to make another new low of the day, guys. Wow. What a move. I know, right, Elite? This is what keeps happening. It's like we expect a small move or, you know, a decent move, but then out of nowhere, you just see a crazy move start to take place. How are the mags doing? Let's check on all of them. Wow, Tesla's really looking rough. A lot of them just went flat down here, and they're really kind of failing to fall lower, but they're not really popping either. Strange price action from open today. Google seems to be holding up the best. It's up 3.6%. And it's actually, I don't know, holding off of its low here pretty well. Unlike the others. Apple just gave a lot back. What have y'all been up to? You doing okay? How's the baby and wife doing, Tom? Good. Good, Jane. We moved recently, so I've still been kind of getting used to the new place, you know, getting things situated. Painted my office here, getting that finally completed, done, and settled into that too. Loving it. Yeah, it's awesome right now. We'll see how much I love it whenever stuff starts going wrong, though. And then we won't be loving it as much, but it's cool. A lot more room than I've ever had before, so. Well, we have a fence this time, so they can't get in. There are some, though, like, there's a field behind my house, and they're always in that field, though. Not near as bad, luckily. You love moving? You moved 9 times in your life. Wow, Jane. That's insane. That seems like a lot. Tesla's starting to form a base here. It's looking awesome. The kids are doing great, though. My daughter's awesome. The wife's good with the baby. There's been a couple scares where, you know, we've had to, like, go to the hospital and things, but it's always just been normal pains and, you know, just worries. Luckily. Everything's good on that front. Gonna have a boy here in June. I decided on the name for the boy, though. It's gonna be Thomas More III. We're going with the lineage here. I'm Tom Jr. Zoidberg. It'll be Tom 3. I'm going to call him T3, though. I know everybody's upset that I didn't pick that, Mason. Everyone's upset. My mom said, I don't care what he's called. I'm calling him Eugene. And I was like, Mom, come on. My sister said that too. 145 support on Palantir, guys. Watch out for this to test. Brutal drop down. Let's go ahead and look at the Mag 7, or sorry, the watch list today. Carnival Cruise Lines. Why are they up 11%? I guess with oil dropping, it was really good news for some of the cruise lines and airlines. So I guess it makes sense that like Delta is up as well. The earnings were okay, but I thought maybe some of the negative outlooks would hurt them, but not bad. SMR is up around the top end of the watch list, up 6.8% today. Nano Nuclear Energy, 2165, 2170. URA coming up off the dip today could be pretty fun. Intel's really blown people away this morning with the way that it's ran from open. That was a great run by Intel, one of the stronger stocks on the morning. Do they have news? I want to check this out really quick with Intel. Yeah, I don't see anything that really wows me here. Don't love it. T3 is a painkiller, Zoidberg said. I would never know. Is it really? Now you got me thinking different. No, just kidding. You lowered the IRA contribution to stock up on savings for the down payment. Oh, okay. There you go. Shopping for more rentals. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to name him XA46BP. XAI is his name. It's wild how some people do that. Well, Elon, of course. I need us to be work optimal, especially after his 8-month layoff. I can't find work on my own, so no other choice. At least that'll be a good one. Oh gosh, Zoidberg. RCL moving down. Royal Caribbean 285 support coming into play. RCAT up 6% again. These drone companies have been starting to move well. Look at the daily again for RCAT. It's forming a bit of a base down here. I just, this is red cat, but I hope it's not in a dead cat situation. If it is, and this stock does sell off, that would be pretty brutal to see in the short term. The good news is I think you could stop out pretty quickly as it breaks down. Yeah, the pipeline, they did say the damage was minimal, though. They did say it was minimal, luckily. Not that that makes it super better or much better overall. Look at the SPY testing this channel to the downside. It might try to make a breakout here. I would love to see confirmation over 674 to the upside. But wow, it has been one hell of a morning. A lot of exciting moves coming through. The SPY's been trending down. Tesla's been really dying off. Let's go there. And then, of course, there has been some pops like Intel, but at the end of the day, the pops, I feel like, were a bit more negligible from open. If the straight's not open yet, why does the market not reacting? It has been, actually. That's actually why the SPY's been kind of falling down, is all of that news with the ceasefire being broken and the strait not opening or if it getting closed quicker again. And yeah, like there's a lot of talk there. That's kind of what's been hitting the market. The market would probably be, doing something like this if that never came out today. And we can see it especially with oil here. You can see oil really trying to pop back up. It's still down 15%, but it's been recovering. Man, anything under the recent low here, Zoidberg, there's not really like an exact zone that like I'm eyeing up for it, right? It's more of just like, look, like, are we going to really continue the downtrend or not? Like, if I get indication that the downtrend is coming to an end, I'll just cut there, even if it's not lower than where the first cut was. Because I would like not to hold it if a true uptrend does establish. But really, it's just feeling out the momentum underneath support. Probably somewhere like 330. 320. Somewhere in that zone. 320, 330. It depends how short term yours are too. Again, I only have a couple left, and a lot of the profits that were taken were awesome. But now the time is dwindling down, at least on the ones I had. Mid-April. Oh, you're in TSLS. Do you see 330 by today? No, I don't see 330 today at all. I'm even debating whether or not Tesla's going to even break the low of the day around 340 or 338, 337 from yesterday even. All right, guys. Mason, the time almost got away from me here for a second. Alrighty, guys, we got to run today. It's been an exciting morning, though. Happy to join it here with you guys here on the stream. I hope you guys have had a great day so far. There's been a lot of great possibilities out there today. SPY was a bit hard to trade, but at the end of the day, trending lower has been nice. It's starting to break that trend, though, at this moment. But let's go. Let's have a great rest of the week. We have the rest of the day today, Thursday, and Friday. So we're essentially halfway through the week right now. Appreciate all the support as always. We have a lot of fun updates in the works. If you guys are interested, join up to the trading floor. We have the live Q&A coming out tonight. For those of you that are in the trading floor, take advantage, join up, ask some questions. Mike will answer them for you tonight live at 9 p.m. Eastern in the live Q&A section of the Discord. It's a channel within the trading floor. I'm throwing a link out in the chat now. Good poll here, 62 votes, 32% voted that they were short today. A lot of mixture out there, short, long, and I'm just here for the ride. Pretty much tied on all three of them. But short did squeak out a win over the longs. Very mixed, though. I'm glad to see that. A lot of differing opinions today. That might say something about, you know, the market being a bit conflicted and the market being kind of confused here. You know, up and down, up and down. I feel like nobody really knows what position they want to take at the moment. It's all reactive to the news. But other than that, I gotta run, guys. Let's have a great rest of the day. And I will talk to you guys later. See you guys. It looks like Intel did pretty good, Jake, along with Walmart.